In my upcoming video series, I travel with my sister and her family across the country to Montana, the Canadian Rockies, and the Pacific Northwest. We took the Amtrak Cardinal overnight from Charleston, West Virginia to Chicago, Illinois. We spent a few hours exploring the Windy City before meeting my dad and stepmom at Union Station to take Amtrak's Empire Builder all the way to Spokane, Washington. After 2 nights on the train, we arrived in Spokane. We picked up our rental vehicle, checked into our Airbnb, and spent the evening in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. The next morning, we left Spokane and drove to Montana to spend a few nights in Glacier National Park. The main highlight of this part of the trip was making the 10-mile round-trip hike to the Grinnell Glacier. After spending a few days in Glacier, we drove north into Canada, into the province of Alberta. We would spend the next 3 nights camping in Banff National Park. For our second day in Banff, we booked transportation to Lake Louise and beautiful Moraine Lake. We were astonished at all of the wildlife we came across. When we left Banff, we continued west into British Columbia and Yoho National Park. We spent the evening in Kamloops and the next morning in Hope, British Columbia, filming site of Rambo: First Blood. We crossed back into the United States into the state of Washington. We drove our rental van onto a ferry and took it across the Puget Sound to the Olympic Peninsula. We had a lovely Airbnb where the next morning the girls enjoyed picking berries and apples before going to Olympic National Park. After spending a few days in Olympic, we headed east toward Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier National Park. Our last night was very memorable because we surprised the girls with an Airbnb stay in a spaceship. Our last stop was at the Columbia River Gorge. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure you click that notification button so you'll be notified when this series of videos comes out.